even the love thy neighbor commandment was directed toward the peaceful immigrants, the gears, who live by the same laws. Next time somebody goes, love your neighbor, point them to Leviticus 19:34, which is where the commandment comes from. The stranger who resides with you shall be to you as the native among you, and you shall love him as yourself, for you were aliens in the land of Egypt. I am the Lord your God. Hold down the word for stranger. Guess what it is? Gear. The gear. It doesn't say the harem. It doesn't say you shall love the Philistine and not hurt him and give him a welfare check and let him rape your women. That's not what it says. David was loving his neighbor by slaying the wicked. So love thy neighbor is literally talking about your peaceful immigrant neighbor, and it should make perfect sense now why there were people groups that the Israelites would take up the sword against, because the command is not every foreigner everywhere. You shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, you shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male servant, or his female servant, or his ox, or his donkey, or anything that belongs to your neighbor. Any one of those is a reason to kick someone out of the country. If somebody comes in as an immigrant and murders, public executions, okay? Blood for blood, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. Commit adultery, out, exile them. Steal, out, exile them. Bear false witness against your neighbor, especially under a court of law situation, out. Covet your neighbor's house, your neighbor's wife, his male servant. You start raping other men's wives and women and daughters, out, out. And maybe castrate you first and then send you out. In the Bible, you are to punish wickedness, and it is wicked to not punish it. One of the first moral commandments in the Bible, in Genesis, if you shed man's blood, by man, your blood will be shed. Never diminish the cross. The cross is the full wrath of God poured out on Jesus Christ because of the seriousness of sin. It shows what sin deserves. So never treat sin lightly. Punish it. And you go, yeah, but where does grace come into that? Grace comes in for the repentant. But if someone repents, yes, you can show grace and mercy, and should. But I don't know if you notice a lot of these folks. The Muslims actually think that raping our women actually teaches them a lesson, because they're not being as modest as they'd like them to be. And they haven't converted to Allah and the true religion according to them. So they think they're doing some kind of righteous holy war when they rape your women in the West. Castrate them and send them out. How about those apples?